One of the strangest, I'll tell you a story, it's a true story. We went to Ireland many years ago. There were 5 of us went to a place called Castlecool in Roscommon in Ireland. Pleasure fishing, weren't match fishing, went there like. It was on banks at River Suck, this accommodation, River Suck they called it. So we gets there, we stopped with a woman called Nora Golden, right, and it's a true story this. So anyway, we've been out to various lakes, we were stopping for a week, been to a couple of lakes, caught 1 or 2 fish, not spectacular. We decided to have a run about, so we drive from accommodation where we were stopping, drives down the road, comes to some crossroads, right, and there was actually a pub there called the Rover's Return, believe it or not, they named it Rover's Return, and that's true that. So anyway, this point where crossroads were, and this pub were, we decided to turn right. Over in the distance we could see some shimmering through trees, and we knew that it looked like a lake, we weren't sure, but so we drives directly opposite pub, this lane, there was a lane, so we drives down it, and I'm driving it van. So we're going down this lane, and they were all branches and twigs and bits of trees in the road, so they kept jumping out, clearing them. We weren't far, 400 yards, something like that, and you could drive 50 yards, 100 yards, and we got nearer and nearer to the lake. So we actually go up to the lake like right, and we gets there, and we looks at it, well, that looks alright. There were fish topping everywhere, and there were an island in the middle of it. An island. This, by Irish standards, is a very small lake. I mean, some of them lakes aren't absolutely monstrosities. I've been on what 35 mile long, right? So anyway, this lake's probably, say, 5 or 6 acres, something like that, with an island in the middle, and it were all reed fringed. You couldn't fish reeds, it was impossible. But we had a look, and they were actually a boat in the reeds, believe it or not, right? So I jumped in the boat, jumping up and down in it. There were leaves in it, and twigs and branches and moss, been there ages, right? With 1 oar in it, right? So I shoved it out, there was a bit of rope, and tied down something, under its rope. It was rotten rope, it'd been there that long. So I shoved it out about 2 or 3 yards, and I'm jumping up and down the boat like that, and it was solid. So I gets and I like rose. I rose out just a couple of yards, and I thought, wait, no water's coming. So I says, come on, we're going out on Ireland. So I was out to Ireland, and I thought it's perfect. We could get 15, 20 blokes in it. So goes bike, gets baskets, wicker baskets. Then that's all we had. Puts them in, puts some rods in. I rows out with his oar. Me and this kid called Curly unloads them, puts them on the thing. Yeah. Goes back out, gets like net bags, and somebody jumps in. Anyway, we eventually. Everybody gets in, and we all on this island fishing away. This is late afternoon, about 4 o'clock. Anyway, fishing, and we're catching rudd. I caught a little bream, and we're catching a few fish on waggler. Anyway, fishing away, and it was probably May time, and in Ireland you can fish well 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and light don't go. Anyway, so we're fishing away like that, and anyway, so we're getting another day for now, and we'll get off. Right, so we're fishing away, and what I'm going to tell you now is true. It's true as I'm sat here now. That's where my kids are. Believe it or not, we had a baby crying, and everybody, as soon as you said that, it was a cat, it was a kitten. It weren't no kitten, and it weren't no cat. It was a baby crying. It was sobbing and crying, and we all looked at each other and thought, oh my God, right, what's that? And it were reed fringed, there were no houses, no farm building, no nothing around it, and it were a baby actually crying, right, sobbing its eyes out. So, you know what's going to feel like. So I says, are we going or what, like? So we has a quick look at his fish and all like that. I've got more than you, I've got, and like you do, lads. Anyway, so we decides we'll get back in the boat. So we took a couple of lads off first, and then tattle, and this crying was getting louder and louder, believe it or not. It was like screaming, babby like, and it weren't a cat, it was a baby crying. So anyway, we gets all the stuff in, and then I got to go back for some bits and pieces, and it was actually screaming. It was screaming its like head off, this thing, and I rode back, and I swear to God, if they'd have seen me from Oxford and Cambridge, I'd have gone into Winty. Because I was about 100 miles an hour like that, with one arm going back like that, like a madman. So anyway, we get back on the shoreline, loads of little stuff up me, I was saying, fucking hell, like, what was that like, you know what I mean? So anyway, and there's five people what were here. Right? So anyway, got so short, so loads of little stuff in pan. Drives up the road to Whit pub work, turn left, goes down to Diggs. Right? Diggs were about half a mile away. Goes inside, and it's about 10 o'clock then, but we said we'd be late. And Nora Golden, she's the landlady, we goes in, and she says, oh, where have you been today, lads? So I says, well, we went down the road, went to Wait Rovers Returnees, says there's a lane there, went down this old lane, like a old broken, like a broken road with old trees on it and various twigs and branches and all like that, and a face. Someone just started saying that, a face changed, right? And she put her finger up to my face and she says, don't ever go there again, it's haunted. So you don't ever go there again, don't go there again this week, you don't go there tomorrow, because it's haunted. And that's a true story, that's straight up, that's honestly.